Hey everybody, it's a TGIF edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Today I'm going to do a beer, surprisingly enough, it's been a long time since I've had it, but surprisingly enough, I've never reviewed. I got to thinking a few days ago that, I don't think I've reviewed any Anchor beers. Well, I went back and checked my records, and yeah, I did the 2012 Christmas Ale, but that's the only Anchor beer I've ever done, which is a bit remiss on my part. So today I'm going to do the flagship beer of the Anchor Brewing Company. I'm going to do their steam beer. From the website it says Anchor Steam Beer owes its deep amber color, thick creamy head, and rich distinctive flavor to a historic brewing process like none other. It is a process that combines deep respect for craft brewing tradition with many decades of evolution to arrive at a unique approach. A blend of pale and caramel malts, fermentation with lager yeast at warmer ale temperatures, and shallow open-air fermenters, and gentle carbonation in our cellars through an all-natural process called kräusening. Anchor Steam Beer, and they've got the trademark thing by it because they do have steam beer trademarked, derives its unusual name from the 19th century when steam was a nickname for beer brewed on the west coast of America under primitive conditions and without ice. While the origin of the name remains shrouded in mystery, it likely relates to the original practice of fermenting the beer on San Francisco's rooftops in a cool climate. In lieu of ice, the foggy night air naturally cooled the fermenting beer, creating steam off the warm open pans. Once a nickname for any Californian or West Coast beer brewed under these conditions, today the name steam is a trademark of Anchor Brewing and applies only to the singular process and taste of our flagship brand, San Francisco's original Anchor Steam Beer, the classic of American brewing tradition since 1896. You'll see beers brewed under the same process. I know Sierra Nevada had one in their beer camp pack a few years back. They call it California Commons. But anyway, the Anchor Steam Beer comes in at 4.9%. Like I said, it's been a long while since I've had it. So let me get this. It says trademark, and they've got that right even on the cap. So let me get this in a glass and take a look at this Anchor Steam Beer. I'll say it got a little dent on it, but not too bad. So another one from my collection. I don't think I have this one. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Didn't start collecting caps till started doing reviews. So let's get her poured. Woke to some serious thunderstorms this morning. Thunder and lightning like we haven't had in a while, and torrential rains. The shelter house I'm sitting in here, the floor is covered with mud. There must have been a serious flash flood through here. But anyway, it's cleared up. Not many clouds in the sky. It was really weird a couple hours ago. We had clouds maybe a few hundred feet in the air. They were all blowing northwest. And then way up above them, maybe a few thousand feet. They weren't real high clouds, but they were higher. They were going southeast. So apparently that's the cool front moving in, and the ones going northwest are the humid air coming in from the south that bringing the moisture that got us all this rain. But turned out to be a pretty nice day, although it is pretty breezy. Actually really windy today. And fortunately, this place a little bit sheltered in the trees, so much better than the last place I went, where my camera would have probably blown over. It was blowing so hard. So anyway, let's take a look at this. Got a slightly hazy amber. Seems like a decent amount of carbonation streaming up. Got a finger of a slightly off-white head. Looks like it might just leave a little lacing though. Some light lacing anyway, but nice looking beer. So let's get a nose on it. Okay, you're getting those malts right away. Not a real heavy flavor here. There's a slight caramel note, maybe some biscuity notes. Just a hint of some pininess and some earthiness and grassiness, and maybe even a faint fruitiness like oranges, and maybe just a bit of honey. I'm not sure what all the ingredients are they put in this, but it's a light smelling but very pleasant smelling beer. 4.9%. You're not even getting any alcohol on the nose, which isn't surprising. So let's get a taste. Okay, yeah, that's a real nice malt. Little caramel sweetness, just a bit of that pine from some hops. Got a nice, for being fairly sweet in the beginning, it's got a nice lightly bitter finish, fairly clean finish. Getting all those notes I got on the nose, a little honey, little orange notes, some really nice grassy notes and some herbal notes, some bready and caramel notes, and some toasted notes from the malts. I think the hop that is probably the most prevalent are those grassy notes on here. Just a little bit of citrus, but it's got a very nice, sharp, clean finish. Seems to be like a medium body with a nice, despite what seems to be streaming up, a fairly moderate carbonation, but really clean finish. But it's got that medium viscosity with a nice medium level of some fairly fine bubbled carbonation coming up. So pleasant drinking beer. So let me sit. I will sit and sip on this a while, and I'll come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been 15-20 minutes or so. Yeah, this is a nice, enjoyable, very easy drinking beer. It'd be a perfect that crisp finish. You know, you got that like a medium hop bitterness, mostly the herbal and the little citrus notes in it that make it a nice clean finish. It'd be a really great session beer for a warm summer day like this, and so I'm really enjoying it. I have a feeling because of the history of this, I probably should be enjoying it more than I am, but it's still a nice, easy drinking beer. I mean, it's pleasant. It's not outstanding, but for a flagship beer, as most flagship beers seem to be, it's pretty easy to drink. I think that that's why they have flagship beers. They might go out on the limb a little bit more for some of their other beers, but their flagship beer is gonna stay pretty well, not blah, but just pretty mundane. And that being said, because of its history and because it is probably the first craft beer that I ever drank, and I teach it with a lot of respect because Anchor's been around a long time. I'm going to give the Anchor Steam beer, I'm going to give it a good solid 8 out of 10. Nice, easy drinkable beer. Like I said, perfect session beer for a warm summer day like this. So 8 out of 10 for Anchor Steam. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.